Hi.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to Millennial Boom.
Why do you sound so proper?
I said welcome to Millennial Boom.
No, you said hi, and welcome to Millennial Boom.
Yes.
You sound like hella proper.
Welcome, and happy last Sunday of 2024.
Why do you sound all happy? Because we have some really bad news.
I know we do, actually. I'm just trying to pick them up, just trying to get them.
So there's been some changes in both our lives. So
very big changes
that are coming up very shortly. That means that this is our last stream.
Our final stream of Millennial Boom.
Yeah, that's it. It was
fun.
We
really enjoyed spending so much time with you every Sunday.
Yeah. I actually, though, it's crazy because they just re-upped my subscription today.
To Restream?
For $450.
Did you cancel it?
I didn't. I thought it was like June, but I guess I was wrong.
Oh, well, we need to renew it for tonight.
Well, if we didn't do it, we wouldn't have it tonight, so we had to do it. So this is a very expensive stream.
Yeah, this is the priciest stream we've ever done.
This stream cost us $450. Period.
So anyways, but let's not dwell on anything sad. That's why I was very excited to come on here.
We're happy to be here.
Yes, we're always happy to be here.
Always happy. So anyway, we are approaching the end of the year as well.
That's true. It's the end of the year, and it's our final stream of Millennial Boom.
We've moved on past that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No sound?
We have no sound?
No, we have sound. Because if we didn't have sound, Gabriel would be like, I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Do we not have sound? We've been talking this whole time without sound?
Okay. Who else does not hear us? Who else does not hear us?
That is definitely not ASL.
Please elaborate. Is it really your last stream ever? See, so Gabriel can hear us.
Okay. So,
Linda, check your audio settings. We have sound. We can see it on our meter. And please elaborate. Is this really the last stream ever?
You read that twice.
I know, but it just makes me want to read it again. Anyway, we'll move on and come back in a minute. Hear you fine. Okay. So, Linda Diaz, check your audio settings. We do have sound. And we can hear. She says, okay, I'm having trouble.
What is this?
If you're having trouble, switch over to YouTube.
Okay, Bad Cat's Cat House can hear us too.
Okay.
I don't understand what this "we can hear you" is. This a?
Well, because I'm talking to the camera.
Oh, okay.
And since she can't hear me, I have to gesture that says we can hear.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Anyways, all right. So moving on. This is the last Sunday and the last day of the year.
So not the last day of the year.
I'm sorry, last Sunday and last. Well, yeah, last Sunday of the year.
It's the last Sunday of the year.
It's not the last day of the year. I apologize. We still got 2 more days for that.
Yeah, 2 more days.
Okay, so this is the last Sunday of the year. So I'm curious to know if anybody in the chat, if you guys want to post, I'm curious to know if you have any New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals.
I don't do resolutions.
Or anything that you're wishing for in the next year in 2025.
What I noticed, though, is all the commercials for gyms. Because
of course.
Everybody... They set up these commercials to get you to join a gym because everybody has a New Year's resolution to lose weight, to be more fit,
or to
quit
eat
smoking,
healthier.
to eat healthier. And typically that lasts till about
February
14th.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, because then you go out and you start picking out on food. I love you.
Oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I just want to spend
That's
the
good.
day loving on you.
I'm gonna eat cake and chocolate and marshmallows and whatnot. And then after that it's Easter. So then you have Easter bunny.
There's nothing in March.
Uh,
Oh well, I mean for Catholics, it's the beginning of Lent.
And then we have Juneteenth cake.
What kind of cake is that?
I don't know. It's just Juneteenth. It's a special cake for Juneteenth. I don't know. I mean, it's a matter of time before they come up with a way to sell it.
Here you go, just making up stuff now.
And oh, by the way, I want to take a moment of silence for Jimmy Carter.
Former President Jimmy Carter.
Ross
passed away today.
Ross said, I don't think it's Super Bowl.
Super Bowl? Who said Super Bowl?
I think at some point we all have a Super Bowl.
Until Super Bowl. Oh, I think Super Bowl is before Valentine's Day.
No,
right?
Super Bowl is every time
Every
time you eat a lot of high fiber, you have a Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh. Oof.
Oh, we love it.
I love that typo.
My New Year's resolution is to watch more Lineal Boom streams in 20. Well, there's plenty of them on YouTube.
There is plenty of them on YouTube.
Go in there and start watching them.
They might not be live streams in 2025.
You might not be able to talk to them, but you'll be there.
But they'll be there to watch. And you could look at the chat and relive it all over again.
And you can read all of Gabriel's corrections.
Jinx.
You owe me a soda.
No, you're doing that. I said jinx first. Anyways, yes, Robson Bowl. Yes, thank you for the correction. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
David Yeast.
I'm sorry, but I love that one.
Super Bowl. He said, depends on how strong his nachos are. Wow.
Depending on how much fiber you had the day before, you might have a Super Bowl.
Depending on how many kiwis you
I love it when we make typos and you can't take it back. Like,
I love when the typos mean something completely different.
Oh, man. You know, I wrote a thing one day. Somebody wrote a tweet and they forgot to put a comma. And I said, a comma changes that whole sentence.
Punctuation matters.
I still think this is happy because if it really was your last stream, the mood would be different. Oh, you want to? Okay, let's be sad.
Oh, we're trying not to be sad though. We want to be uplifting because we don't want to leave on a sad note.
We want to leave happy.
We want to leave on a happy note because you guys bring us joy.
But
being able to do this has made us very happy.
If the donations, if people support our chat to the point where it's like, oh my God, we can't because look, they supported it and they brought coffee or they made a donation that was significant. Then maybe we like, oh, you know what? We feel guilty.
Maybe we'll reconsider.
We'll be shamed into sticking around one more time, or keep going. Anyway, so.
Gabriel says, I still half think this is a prank.
Half
think.
So
he's actually unsure.
Oh.
We've actually
I was going to say before I got rudely interrupted.
By me?
No, by me. I interrupted myself.
Okay.
It happens a lot.
I
have these conversations with myself that you ever had a conversation with yourself and then you tell yourself no, and then you.
Well, first of all, I don't have conversations with.
No, you like to tell me stuff and then switch it up on me. Should I wear this dress? No. Should I wear the blue dress or the red dress? Oh, wear the blue dress. Oh, okay, I'll wear the red dress. I'm like, but why would you ask me if you're going? Well,
what were you originally gonna say, B? This is not bashing on me. Minute, we don't need to bash on me.
Take a moment to say I met him. By the way, Jimmy Carter passed away today.
Jimmy Carter did pass away today.
And I met him when he came to my old station. Maybe 2006, 2007, maybe.
Was that wow, that's interesting. I don't remember him being there, and I was there those
Well, you know
years.
what I noticed about him? I met him, and he was there with Rosalind.
Mm-hmm.
They both showed up to do an interview. And at our old building, we had a little office right behind my desk.
Mm-hmm.
And we set up there with cameras to do an interview with him. And, you meet a person, you shake his hand. And sometimes you ever shook someone's hand, and they say hello to you, and then you're like, because they felt like they ate roadkill and then the roadkill died and then they got stuck between their teeth and then they talk to you and you can smell the roadkill and you're like, whoa.
Well, that's a nasty visual.
Yeah, no, it's a smell.
Okay,
when people's breath smells really foul.
Yeah.
And you're like, but you don't want to react to the foul breath because you're like. So tell me you do like.
So do you do?
Some people do like this.
Okay, so if you do that while I'm talking, then that's what that means.
No, but what
you've never done that before.
What I'm saying about Jimmy Carter was that he had the sweetest smelling breath I've ever seen in my life.
It smelled like mint?
No, it didn't smell like he just took a mint. It smelled like he just had really good oral hygiene.
Okay.
And I met some people that I talked to that I'm like, the memory of that conversation will last forever.
Because of their breath?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, stop talking. It's so bad it reflects off the windshield of the car.
Whoa, I don't think I've ever met anybody with that bad
And
breath.
I'm hypersensitive to, if I'm talking to someone and I eat something that may make I'm really kind of nervous about it. I used to carry around those strips from Listerine.
Listerine, put them under your tongue.
And then one day somebody said, "Oh, I see you just took a Listerine strip." So it was that obvious that I took a Listerine strip.
Because you were trying to disguise it?
No, because it's strong.
Oh, okay.
So you can smell the Listerine smell.
You know what I like doing? I just like brushing my teeth and scraping my tongue and flossing. I like William Williams' comment. You see it? He said, Stanley is so happy that I'm beginning to think that he's the guy who won the 1.2 billion Mega Millions jackpot.
If I won the jackpot, we wouldn't be streaming right now.
We wouldn't be streaming tonight. We would not. We actually would not be streaming tonight.
You wouldn't even know us anymore. We would just...
No, we wouldn't disappear.
No.
We always said that if we won the lottery, we would act normal. Like, it would be like as if nothing happened. But I don't actually think we would have done the podcast tonight.
So the experts say if you win that kind of lottery, then you take the whole jackpot so you get the money. Then there's some people who believe that, well, if you get the one that's drawn out, and I explained the way I think, and the way she thinks may be different. But the way I think about it is if I won $1.2 billion and I gave half of that to the tax man, I'm like, I get
kind of a waste.
So here's what I think. Personal, you can do what you want to do. I want to take it in installments because it's like every year you have a new gift. So if you won $1 billion and every year you get $26 million.
Do they pay you is it per year?
Every year you get a new.
Okay, so it's not like they don't.
You don't get like a paycheck.
They don't pay you monthly. No. It's like they give you it's split in.
Every year you get a new check.
Okay.
So imagine if you're let's try it this way. Let's say you're a crackhead. This is the crackhead.
Why would we do that? Why would we say
you're a crackhead, right? And you're smoking crack. Right? And then all of a sudden you put some crack away for later. So when you smoke all your crack up, all of a sudden some new crack shows up. So let's like every year you get a Christmas gift from the lottery man.
Why are we using crack as an example?
I think if you think about it.
No, you made me think of what's his name from Dave Chappelle.
Now I know that's where it came
Biggums.
from. So now some people will say, they literally will say this. Well, if you die, you lose the money. Hey, you're dead. It doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is, if you die, before you even get the money, you have to put a beneficiary. So let's say you win the lottery, drive out front door and get struck by lightning and a tree falls on you, and then you get run over by a car. Well, whoever you put for the beneficiary will automatically get the money. Now, the best installments are the best way to go because you're guaranteed income until you die, just like Babcock. Some financial investors expect you to get all the money and put it. But you know what? That means you got to have like 26 different bank accounts because the banks only reserve your money up to it's 250,000.
Yeah.
Did it go up?
I think there's some banks where it's up to $1 million.
Yeah, up to $1 million.
Yeah.
But imagine the banks go belly up. All of a sudden, you can't access your funds. Every year, you get a new gift of money, and plus, you get all of it instead of $700 million going to the tax man.
Yeah, but you just get it in increments.
instead of there's a guy who won $9 million. He blew it all.
$9 million?
He won $9 million.
Or $900 million?
No, he won $9 million.
Oh.
So he won $9 million.
Okay.
And he blew it all on hookers, drugs, parties, and fancy cars. He doesn't regret it. But now, guess what?
He's back to
you don't have no money anymore.
Yeah.
The money's gone.
So he lived that life and then is now back to the life he lived beforehand, except he knows what it was like to live that life because now you're missing out.
Yeah. So William says that 1.2 billion comes out to 470 million. Now 470 million is nothing to sneeze at. But look how much you're missing.
Yeah.
So now financial advisors take it all out because financial advisors want to take the money and as they do it for you, they make money off the money. So clearly they want to play around with the money and hopefully if you lose some, you win some. But imagine if you got a new crack rock every year.
Babe, let's drop the crack example. I'm such a square. I'm like, let's not talk about crack.
He blew it all on crack. But
I can't.
So if you understand what I'm saying, I'm using it as an analogy because everybody knows that if you're a crackhead, you only have a certain amount of crack, and then it goes away. So imagine the money is being cracked, and then every year somebody gets you new crack, and then you get to do it all over again.
I'm done with the crack. Linda Diaz, she says, well, y'all, love watching y'all. Y'all are awesome and funny to watch. I have to get ready for work tomorrow. Happy early New Year's. Have a great week. You too, Linda. Thanks for joining us, even if it was just for a little while.
Just for a moment. Wow.
And have a great week, too.
Just
Happy
for an
New
hour.
Year.
Who sang that?
Just to be close to you.
So,
girl.
if you keep singing, I'm going to read this.
No, I'm not going to
If you do payments when you get $13 million after taxes.
13.7 million.
Yeah, thank you. And each year, the income increases until the 30th year, you get $56 million. But you know what? I'm just happy. Imagine every year you can go buy a brand new car.
But why would you want to, though? I think the thing is...
Well, do you not buy a brand new phone every year?
I don't. You know me, Beeb. Before this one, I do it like every 4 years.
Okay.
What
do you buy every year?
Okay, this is a 15 Pro. This is a 15 Pro. I almost didn't get this. Stanley actually got it for me for my birthday last year. This 15 Pro, before that, I had an 11 Pro. Before the 11 Pro, I had a 6S. Before the 6S, I had a 5, and before the 5, I had a 3G. So do you notice, like, as the years go by, I buy my phones, like, upgrade less and less. I, like, wait for, like, four phones before I get a new one.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't buy a phone every year, Beeb. I see, my car I got in 2020. I'm the type of person that will want to keep that car until 2040, or like even more. Like my first car that I had, I got in 2009, and I had it up until 2020. Remember?
Well, my tires get bald. I have to get a new car.
No, when my tires get bald, I get new tires. See, I'm the type of person that like, and everyone is different, but
Did you just let that just glass over you?
Yeah, when they go bald, you buy a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said no.
But you know I don't do that.
No, I know you don't.
But she's like, yeah, well, I don't do that.
Oh, sorry, Beeb.
What?
My lamb.
Silence of the lamb.
But so, yeah, I'm the type that will like, I was going to say about my clothes but I'm going to leave that one alone.
So there was a rapper who would buy socks and underwear and only would wear them once.
Socks, underwear? What kind of underwear is that? Is that
socks and underwear?
Oh, well,
there was an and in the middle.
No, you did not have an and.
I said socks and underwear.
Okay, grammar matters.
And he would only wear the underwear he claimed once, and he would get rid of them.
He didn't wash it? Oh, because he didn't want to do laundry.
I don't know. He just got rid of the socks. He wore them one time and he threw them away.
That's a waste.
Disposable. I want some socks made out of licorice.
That's a waste.
So you get done with it, you take a bite, throw the rest away.
So CC Penno says, final stream of year or forever?
When Stanley gets bald, Diane will get a new.
Wow.
Well, if I'm not bald yet, but I'm not getting bald. I'm actually not bald. I shaved my head bald, which is different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
It's hot. Just kidding. It is hot though when you shave your head bald.
The block is hot.
I think you look good.
The block is hot.
Who sings that song, B?
I don't know.
Lil Wayne.
Thank you.
Came out in 2001.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, you get like Gabriel now. Know the dates, you know what time it came out?
No, it's just like one of my favorite songs.
All right.
Okay, so Anon says get more in installments than a lump sum due to paying a lesser tax bracket.
Right. So you get some more money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it all at one time. Don't be greedy.
I mean, personally, everybody is entitled to pick however they want to. If they win the lottery, you can do whatever you want. I personally would take the installments as well.
Installations?
If I won.
Imagine every year you could buy a brand new TV.
But see, here's the thing. Why would you? If the TV still works, why? I'm the type of person
because
that's
it's
like,
brand new.
if it's not broke, don't replace it.
So if you had a 4K and they came with a 16K, you wouldn't buy the 16K if you could afford it?
I mean, I might have the 4K for like a few years and then upgrade to a 16K.
So what'd you do with all that money
then?
But not
right away.
So what would you do with all the money then?
You know,
$1.7 billion. What would you do with it?
Set some aside
for what? You get more next year.
Can I finish? You're interrupting. Set some aside, put it in investments, donate to some, charities that I like.
What if you're
share some with family and friends.
What if you're circling the drain? Do you still put in investments? I'm asking for a friend.
Circling the drain, does that mean like I'm dying?
Well, you know when you get a certain age, you're like circling the drain.
Oh, I'm talking about if I got it now. You're saying if I'm like, what, in my 80s or something?
I'm not saying age. I'm saying if you're circling the drain.
If I'm circling the
would
drain,
you still invest it?
My decisions might be different. I might invest it for like my family, like for, you know, like younger generation of my family. I would invest for them so that they have something. I would like to leave something for my family
what
behind.
What if you have 2 kids and one of them has no potential? Would you still like leave them money?
Why would one of my children not have potential?
Well, in the airplane, when you fly, they say, okay, passengers, this is the flight attendant. Your mask will drop down if there's an emergency for cabin decompression. And there's only 2 per seat. So if you have your kid sharing a seat, you have to figure out which one has the most potential. Because clearly one of them is not going to get a mask. So I'm asking you, which one will get the mask, which one won't?
First of all, they wouldn't be sharing seats. Each one will have their own seat.
Would you have your own plane?
I would put my mask on first.
Would you fly commercial or would you buy your own plane?
If I won the lottery?
Yeah.
We are changing to too many subjects now.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm trying to keep up.
I'm asking for a friend. If you won the
You're
lottery...
asking for a friend?
Yes.
I can't, you guys.
This
is too much for me.
Hello, Gabriel. He's doing it on purpose now.
Yep, Gil, you're messing up his name on purpose.
Yeah, predictable.
So going back to your original question, if I was circling the drain,
yeah,
I would put aside money and investments for a younger family member.
Okay, you didn't answer my question.
What's the question?
What if one of them didn't have potential and you knew
one of my kids?
Yeah, you knew that they weren't going to amount to much.
Oh, my kids are going to have
because
potential.
they're the same one that you know that if you don't hold their hand very tightly, they'll run out into the freeway.
That's not going to happen.
All right. Okay,
I'm just saying.
All right.
That ain't happening.
All right, you know.
Any further questions?
All right.
Adult takes priority for the mask. Exactly, Anon. That's why I said I would put mine on first. And then I would put on my kids.
Would you fly commercial or would you get a private jet?
If I had the lottery money?
If you had $1 billion in the lottery, would you buy a private jet?
I don't know if I would buy a private jet. I would like to fly privately. Maybe I would.
Oh, so you would mess with the environment because you're rich now.
No, I would fly a private jet to experience it, but I don't necessarily know if I want to own the private jet. Does that make sense? Like I would rent it.
So you want to like share rentals?
Yeah.
So would you fly to London and eat like a cannoli and then fly back home?
First of all, cannoli is Italian, so I would fly to Italy for a cannoli. I could get those here, but I wouldn't fly to London for a cannoli per se. Have you ever been to London before? Because it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like you've been to London. I'm sure I could probably get a cannoli there, but I would want to go to Italy
who did that?
For a cannoli. Who did what?
Somebody flew to
I
Europe.
think it was Kim Kardashian. She flew to France or something.
Some kind of a dish.
Yeah, Paris, I think.
And then flew back home.
Yeah.
And then people were like, oh, you're wasting jet fuel.
Okay, you know what? I don't know. To be honest, like, you know, people who are rich that can do those kinds of things, they're on a whole different level. And sometimes we can judge them for what they do, but at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to their own decision making, right? So, if I won the lottery, I would love to experience things that I haven't been able to do now. So, whether or not I'd fly in a private jet to go somewhere, it wouldn't be for a day. I would say I would fly a private jet to go somewhere on vacation for like a few weeks. Mm-hmm. And if I was going to go to different countries, I would already be like, if I wanted to do like several countries in Europe, I would stay in the continent already so I wouldn't have to keep flying back and forth.
Let me ask you this question.
Oh my God. I didn't win the lottery, so why are we asking these questions?
The next question is, this is the last question.
Okay.
Let's say, hypothetically, you did win $1.2 billion.
Okay.
What would be the first thing you'd do?
I would thank God. I'd be like, oh, thank you, Lord Jesus Christ.
All right.
That is what I would do, yes.
Okay, second thing.
Okay. Oh, the second question, or?
No.
What would be the second thing I would do?
Clearly, the first thing wasn't in the matter.
I would jump for joy and probably jump on you for with excitement. What are people clowning on me in the comments?
No, Bobcat said build a bunker, have my crack delivered yearly.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're just joining us,
David Yee says North Beach is a lot easier for cannolis. Yes, I know I could get cannolis here too.
But if you had $1 billion, you might get jacked in North Beach.
Really? No one would know I had $1 billion though. No one would know I was the winner. I would do it anonymously.
You would have a flag going, I'm rich!
No. You sound like Dave Chappelle. I would To be honest though, I would love to go. I've been to Italy before. I would love to go back to Italy just to explore more cities because I've only been to Rome. But I would
Did
like
you
to.
roam around in Rome?
I did roam around in Rome.
Interesting. Okay.
Hella corny. But I would go back and then.
Hello, Dean Paul, realist.
I would travel.
We're talking about if you won the lottery.
Travel
right
throughout Europe for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and other continents too. Like I totally want to go to Africa.
Well, you know what? One of my supervisor
Yeah.
is from Africa.
Yeah.
And I said to him, because he went to Minnesota for a holiday for New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, he's from Kenya. And I said, so have you ever been to Minnesota? Because it's hella cold, right? Nope. I said, oh, he said, I'm from Africa. I've never been to. And I said, well, have you ever seen like a actual giraffe just like not in a cage, not in the zoo? He goes, all the time. And I'm like, man.
I would love
Can you imagine
to
if
go
we
to
had
Africa.
Yeah, if we had giraffes just wandering around the California
That'd
area?
be kind of cool.
No.
I mean, that'd be a little scary since we're not used to them being just roaming around.
Imagine you change your clothes, you open the window, and there's a giraffe just sitting there going, hey, what you doing?
I actually have, in the Philippines, I was changing clothes. Hello? I was changing clothes and had like roosters and chickens.
That's in the Philippines.
Yeah, but not like any like huge big animals.
Well, I grew up with chickens and goats and ducks and turtles and
turtles are so cute.
and pigs that were being roasted on an open fire.
I just thought of something.
What? You ever had turtle soup?
I have not.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Paul Dean Realist?
I already did that already.
Well, I didn't say hi, so I'm saying hello.
So
yes.
let me explain something real quick. If
Okay.
you're just joining us, when we're talking about crack, we're not talking about real crack. We're talking about
He said I could afford my own crack cook.
we're using crack as a metaphor for getting
See, look what you did.
getting the lottery in increments every year. So that way it's like you're getting your new fix every year. And every year you get to burn it off until you run out of it, and then you get another one. And you go, that's okay. It's okay. I ran out of money. I get another check tomorrow. You know?
I would be really excited if I won the lottery, but you know that song and that saying, "Mo money, mo problems."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Like when you have a lot of money, like that's not something to take lightly.
Well, you know what the problem is with having a lot of money is that everybody wants to relieve you of your money. I mean, I don't have a lot of money.
Everyone wants a handout. Is what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying they want to relieve you of your money, not a handout always. That is an option.
Mm-hmm.
But I know once I made a kind of a post, April Fool's joke about, hey, I came across a bunch of money, and my DM filled up with people saying that they needed money, and that could I send them some money. Random people I've never met before in my life were asking me for money. So here's what happens here's what I would do if I won, and then we'll move on to something different. If I won, I would immediately contact. Well, first of all, I would change my phone number. Because at that point, if people figure it out, my phone will be blowing up.
Well, quick question though, because I'm not sure. In California, we live in California.
You have to reveal your identity.
You have to. You can't remain anonymous.
No, I think you can be anonymous in California.
Okay, so would you remain anonymous?
I would, yes, but I would also create a foundation and not put the money in my own name, but create like a foundation, a trust fund where the money goes into, and the trust fund would have beneficiaries. So if something happened to me, they would still have access to the funds.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have the access to the funds if I were not.
If you're still alive.
If I'm still alive, I would have to go through me to get to it. But if they pass and they have.
If you pass.
If I pass, then the money goes to the person who gets it first, with a stipulation that it has to be distributed evenly to certain areas.
Yeah, so like to other people
Right.
or like other foundations.
Right. So basically, what I'm trying to say is,
John says, if you want crack, hire a plumber.
yeah, yes.
Is that John? G-I-A-N? Oh, yeah.
That's John.
Oh, hi, John.
Really?
He says, hi, Diane and Stanley. Hi. I didn't realize it was him at first. I was like, because the font is small, so I'm like, am I saying that right?
Yeah, it's John.
Hey.
Hey,
He
John.
says, if you want crack, hire a plumber.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you don't have to pay for the phone, you're right. But I know that your phone, if you have social media, they will be all over your social media. Mm-hmm. It's really, some people will post online, hey, I'm going to give away X amount of dollars today. And you'll watch that feed fill up. And some people use that as a way to get people to join, to follow them.
Yeah.
A giveaway. So I said, I'm going to give you $1,000. I guarantee you there'll be 1,000 people saying, can you pick me?
There's a bunch of people on Instagram that do that. Yeah.
So and then there's people who get the fake money. that pretend that they're rich, and then if you look, and what I've done is I've learned is like you see them handing out free money, but if you zoom into the money, you'll see a PH, which stands for prop money. So
PH?
I don't know, it's never P. It's a P in whatever it is.
Okay.
Spell prop, PROP, right?
Yeah, PROP.
So it has a P on it.
Okay.
And prop money. So that way you know that it's not. I mean, I've zoomed into a lot of Instagram accounts where you can see the money if you catch it at the right time, and it says it's prop money.
Yeah.
So people aren't running around with millions of dollars. You'll see them sweeping their floor. Like, I got so much money, I'm sweeping my floor. No, that's not how it works. Usually it's prop money. We did a skit with prop money, remember?
We did.
We were moving, and people thought, oh man, well, they're moving, and they're throwing away money. It was prop money.
It was prop money.
Buy on Amazon for $10.
Yeah, we don't do it like that.
We don't ball like that. And if I did, I would never do it anyway, because it's just not cool.
William to William says all of your personal information is for sale on the internet.
Yes, but we've been going through and trying to make sure ours isn't.
Yeah.
So we've been trying our best to make sure that ours is not, because people will show up at your house, ring your doorbell at 7 o'clock in the morning. There you go. So that's what I would do first, and then and everything being equal, I would donate some to a charity of my choice. Don't know. I'm not going to say what the charity is, but I will research charities and give some away. But I want to be like you've seen it with me.
What?
The Jerk.
Yes.
From rags to riches to rags again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to make the mistake and end up like losing the money, or using it spending it too fast, or like having someone take advantage of you or getting ripped off. You know.
Yeah, because it's a true story that people have read the lottery have gone broke.
Yeah.
And this is important. This is very important. If you won the lottery, you will be sued. 100%.
If you've
done nothing wrong, you will be sued if they know who you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's called nuisance suits. So what's a nuisance suit? Let's say you win $1 billion. Everybody knows it's you. Well, Diane, because she won $1 billion. All of a sudden, you got people tripping on your sidewalk. I tripped on your sidewalk and I fell and I hurt myself and I'm going to sue you. And rather than you go to court to fight it, you just say you pay them off.
That's ridiculous.
Sorry.
You need some money?
Yeah. So look at that.
That's ridiculous.
Would I donate half? I don't know. I mean, I'm not greedy. I don't need I grew up poor my entire life. So that kind of money, I don't really need at all. I would invest in some land, probably invest in some, I would buy an apartment complex, maybe. And then, I don't know, change it to Stanleyville or something. I don't know. Hey, Stanleyville.
Kind of cute.
Welcome to Stanleyville. And then I would, if I really had a whole lot of money, I did that, I would donate it. And like, remember, we went yesterday, we went apartment shopping just because we wanted to see what's out there. And we stopped off at 16 Millbrae.
Station 16.
Station 16 Millbrae. We did a tour. And wow, I was taken aback by it. First of all, I put it on Facebook. So they have these racks that move the cars around, which apparently breaks down all the time.
Yeah.
And very little closet space. If I remember the house in, we're out in, where was it?
Is it Apache Junction?
It was like a city block long.
Yeah. Those are huge.
Now that's a closet.
Yeah. The closet space was small. Yeah.
Yeah. So back to for what donating half, no, but I would try to find a way to make sure that it's useful.
Yeah.
I don't give, like for instance, I don't give money to people on the street asking for money, because I've learned that it's better to donate it to a reputable organization and let them disperse the money properly. But now you have to determine which one is reputable, because in some cases that the money goes straight to the salaries and not much to what needs to be done. So you have to figure that part out. Anyway, all right. So I think we're done with the money talk now.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Money talks?
The money talks. And people will be out there hawking you for your money.
But if you remain anonymous. No.
But you know, rich people don't walk around looking rich.
No.
Poor people walk around looking rich, so people think they're rich.
Or not even poor people, but just people who want to look like they have money, like, you know. And again, there's like nothing wrong with these things. It's like if you think about it, it's your money. You do whatever you want with it. But I always just say, like, make sure that you can still take care of yourself. If you have your family, take care of your family, cover your bills, and then whatever is left after that, like, you know, whatever, use it to whatever you want. But just as long as, like, some people have such a hard time, like, paying their bills now that it's hard to like buy anything else. But I guess for me, my issue is like if you're neglecting like the things you have to take care of, like your family and your bills, just so you can look rich, like that to me is like I have an issue with that. Again, completely up to the person how they want to spend their money, but I personally think that that's messed up if you're trying to look super rich and flaunt stuff around, but you're totally neglecting taking care of your family. Or you're sleeping in your car, or you're not able to make your next month's rent, but you want to go and buy something super expensive, whatever it is.
E40 made a great statement in one of his songs. He said, "Why buy $100,000 on a car before you buy a house?"
Yeah.
Now I don't always agree that a house is the right way to go. Always.
It depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
If someone has a job where they're moving around a lot, or like if they're traveling a lot and they're like never home, maybe buying a home isn't for you.
So Gil made a good point. If you donated 99%, you still have $10 million. But the question is, do you get another check, or do you get it, or that's all you have?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how a person wants to live their life.
Because in California, you can burn through money very fast.
Really fast, and because there's like homes here that you could buy like for like millions that really aren't actually like extravagant. They're just plain, and sometimes they're run down.
There's a house in Pacifica being built. The land is $2 million, and the house is $2 million.
Oh wow!
The land.
So if you donated 99% and still had 10 million, your money would go fast just trying to buy and build a house.
Yeah, Robinson wrote, imagine sleeping in your car, but you just brought a Rolex.
Yeah, see, that's for me personally, that's where I have an issue when people do those things, because it's like, why don't you take care of like the things that you actually need first? Like you need a home, you need a bed, you need things to like make sure that you're secure, and then buy the Rolex, like if you fall upon money or you saved for it. But again, everybody can decide what they want to do with their own money. I'm just saying personally, I find the issue when you don't spend money on things that you actually need to take care of yourself and your family, and you just spend it on like materialistic things.
If you're getting $13 million a year, why work? Good point.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if you are getting $13 million a year, you don't have to work at all. But there's some people though
who enjoy working.
Like, and I guess it also depends on like the kind of work you're doing, right? Like, so let's say you do get that $13 million a year for however long it takes to get your 1.2 billion or whatever the amount is. And like, let's say you really enjoy, I don't know, name a job that someone would enjoy. Like, let's say like you love.
It depends. Everybody
has different. Yeah, like let's say that you like work at a department store and you love helping people find the right pair of shoes for them because you find joy in seeing people excited about shoes, right? If you still want to do that and you get paid $13 million a year, like do it. I think it's whatever. Again, the person ultimately has the decision, right? So
yeah, I would.
I
wouldn't mind. I honestly wouldn't mind buying a really elaborate RV when it does everything.
Oh, and then like travel.
And just travel around in the RV.
Yeah.
Clearly, you can't travel to another country with the RV.
No.
Unless you're really rich, you.
That's where the private jet falls in.
But can you load your RV on a private jet? I'm just asking.
That's doing a little too much, don't you think?
Well, if you got $1 billion, I think you could probably
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yep, like John says, pay off all your debts first.
Well, if you got $15 billion, I think the paying off your debts is the least of your problems.
Well,
unless you have $1 billion in debt.
You still no, but meaning to say that like if you just won and you're in debt, make sure you take care of those debts first. Like everything, you don't want that to be holding over you.
Only one shoe. He said, "I got a shoe for
Christmas this year."
So yeah, see, he finds joy in amateur racing, so he probably do something that goes really fast.
Yeah.
I would find joy. My joy is, what is my joy? You know me long enough.
I mean, you like a lot of different things.
What's my joy?
What is your joy?
You don't know me, do you?
No, I know you. I know you. There's a lot of things that bring you joy, including me.
Yes.
You like traveling.
I do like traveling, but I love photography.
I know you love, but you love still photography.
I love still photography.
Yeah,
I don't
you like still.
I mean, I have a good camera, but I don't do it as much as I would like to.
You like traveling and still photography while traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I like to get out there and get with the nature and the bumblebees. But eating too. Find some good restaurants.
Yeah, and you like exploring like different kinds of like what do you call it? Foods for
Yeah.
to excite your taste buds.
Well, I don't know how like would you eat a
No,
pizza with dried crushed grasshoppers?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I saw this video online the other day. No, this is like more like a couple of months ago, but this lady that I follow, she went to this expensive restaurant, and I think it was somewhere in LA, and they served ants. And
They didn't serve uncles?
And
That's
and
sexist.
the ants were alive.
Well, who wants to feed a dead uncle?
I'm just saying that's kind of disgusting to me. I would not want to eat ants. I'm sorry. That was so gross. And she posted the video and I was disgusted.
So if you're just joining us, this is a millennial boom. I'm a millennial, she's a boomer. But in actuality, it's the other way around. And we kind of discuss things that are, like, we have different things that, like, I know certain songs that I love. And she'll hear the music, and think it's the song that she loves.
And
but
it's
from
two
different decades.
Yep, 2 different decades. Also, he plays way more video games than I do. Technologically more savvy than I am.
Hold it. I play way more video games than you do?
I don't play video games anymore.
How many video games do I play?
GTA and Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead is dead. Red Dead Redemption is dead. They stopped even maintaining it anymore.
Oh, okay. It was dead when you fell to the edge of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I played, well, not regularly.
Ew, that is so gross. Really, Paul Dean realized I ate termites the other day? Ooh.
Well, people say that every night you at least eat one spider while you're sleeping. You're awake every morning going,
I don't
spider breath.
Don't even want to hear it. John says move out of California and you'll save a lot of money.
Yes, so John has like 40 acres and he doesn't have a mule.
That's true though. You could save a lot of money living outside of California for sure. But again, it all depends on what a person is looking for. Because if a person has like a lot of family members in California, or if they do their business here in California primarily, then sometimes it just makes sense to stay. But yeah, like if you're flexible and you can and you don't have the funds to buy property here in California, and another place is more affordable. I mean, sometimes outside the state is a better option.
What state has the lowest tax for homes?
California.
Yep, people don't believe that.
But
the houses.
You want to know why they don't believe that? Because the houses are the houses
the reason
are
why
so expensive.
It's a lot because you're paying for the price of the house.
Yeah.
As opposed to Texas, which may have a higher tax rate.
Yeah, but the prices are significantly cheaper. Yeah. You can get like a 5-bedroom for like $500,000.
Yeah, if I could move anywhere though, I would. All in all, everything being equal, I'd stay in California, but I'd move to like Ventura County.
Parrish says, "Come move to Arizona."
We've been there, done that, burned the T-shirt. Although
we probably wouldn't mind.
I would love to buy one of those houses in Scottsdale.
Which one?
The one that which guy used to live in.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
The
glass.
view with the flickering lights at nighttime.
Yeah.
So it would be my winter home because I wouldn't be there in the summer. It's the face of the sun in Arizona.
It is hot in Arizona.
Unless
it's not. It's actually really nice right now.
Unless
what?
You live in the high altitudes.
Yeah, like Flagstaff.
So when we lived in Arizona, whenever it got super, super hot, we would drive up to Flagstaff
or Prescott.
Where the temperature was much cooler.
Yep. I can go for my runs.
Yeah.
But it was a true test though, because since the elevation was higher, it was a little more difficult to run.
Because you're thinner air.
Yeah. So
San Diego used to be my place too, but now it's changed a lot.
We thought about San Diego, but unfortunately, I think a lot of the time the prices of places have gone up, but the cost of like the pay still doesn't match.
Pismo Beach.
Love Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach, Morro Bay, San Luis Obispo. All
the places on the coast.
Sea Ranch.
Oh yeah, Sea
Mendocino. Some parts of Sonoma. There's a bunch of areas. Malibu, if it doesn't burn up every few years.
Yeah, they had a big fire down there. Mudslides too.
Mudslides, yeah. But those are, if I could afford a house in any of those places, I would jump at the chance of getting one of those houses.
Yeah. Yeah, those areas are really nice.
They don't have, those areas I mentioned don't have the problems that we've been hearing about in the metropolitan cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco,
you mean
Oakland,
the like robberies and stuff?
Yeah, those aren't a problem.
Yeah.
And So you would be able to walk out on the pier at 3 o'clock in the morning and no one's going to bother you. You know, enjoy your. I mean, I wouldn't recommend leaving your door unlocked even if you think it's safe to do so.
Yeah, not in this day and age.
But.
I mean, maybe like decades ago, but like not now.
All right. So now we're going to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
Our last podcast.
Oh, all right. This is our final podcast.
Yes. Give me a hug.
I'm still gonna see you though. I mean, even though
it's a hug for the.
Oh, okay. Well, shouldn't we hug the camera?
Who hugs cameras?
But I'm just gonna see.
Okay,
I'm gonna see you after the podcast though. I'm confused. Why are
we're hugging for these guys?
Okay.
It's a moment.
Okay. I think I already ruined the moment.
Yeah.
Oh wait, my.
Forget it.
Wait.
No, it's done. You already messed up the moment.
No,
you ruined the moment. You ruined the moment. Go back to your microphone.
Please.
Gentle hug. All right.
Aww. Those beams.
All right, guys. So this is how it's going to end. So the changes in our life are very simple. At the stroke of midnight, it'll be 2025.
No.
On
Tuesday. Wednesday it will be.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And so then we start all over again.
What does that mean?
It'll be the new Millennial Boom, featuring Stanley Roberts and Diane Fate. Yes.
So what does that mean?
That means that unless something drastic happens, we will still be here next year.
We'll still be here next year.
If the world comes to an end, we hope to be here. However, there may be some actual changes coming up, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Depending on schedules.
Well, so our goal is to still be able to do Millennial Boom in 2025, but we'll just give this disclaimer now with changes in the new year.
There's a possibility that there won't be as many.
There won't be as many. Like, we'll still probably aim for like a day, but it might not just be that day of the week every week.
So you need to make sure you're following us
on
any social media platform. But I suggest you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mr. Badley TV, and we will try to update you when as things
progress.
I almost said perspired.
Perspired.
I don't know.
I love it when you misspeak.
No, I was going to say progress, but for some reason perspired came in my head. So it's like, so we sweat it out.
Again, I love it when you misspeak.
Yeah, thank you. And we don't think, we haven't gotten our friend here. He should pop in any moment now from...
Can I have some water?
Yes. From...
Please? Thank you. I was nice enough to share.
From Germany.
Oh,
and where's Chris from Hong Kong?
He didn't want to come for our last...
And where's our Sweden guy? It was clickbait.
He didn't want to come for our final...
No, it's not clickbait. Clickbait is when you tell you that... clickbait.
There's a reason why there's a dot
dot. Because we didn't finish the sentence. Does anybody know about English? Dot means there's more to it.
Yes.
And but we want you to understand that this is the final one for 2025, 2024.
2025 before it even started.
I know, huh? Missed you. Frozen on a OTA TV.
What's that? What's Frozen? Frozen is on OTA TV.
Frozen.
What's OTA TV?
Over the shoulder? I don't know. We do it. What's it called?
A is not an S, beep. So it's not
over
the
yes,
shoulder.
Okay. Thank you for the update. Your first Millennial Boom show was on January 5th, 2020. Next Sunday, January 5th will be your 5th anniversary. I'm glad you will still keep it going. I feel robbed.
He said definitely it was clickbait.
No, it wasn't clickbait.
No, guys, it wasn't clickbait.
It was.
We might have led you to believe.
Well, we know you guys didn't believe it anyway.
We knew you guys have been with us for a while, so you know us.
Over the air. Antenna.
Over the air, rabbit ears.
Remember,
okay.
So I was talking to Diane today about how I grew up when I was born. We still had black and white TV.
Yeah.
She grew up. We
had color and VHS.
And we had the pliers to change the channel.
Oh, I had one of those TVs. It was an RCA TV.
Yeah, the little plier.
Yeah, you had to go like that. Yep. There was no remote. You had to go up and physically.
No, it wasn't called a remote.
Clicker.
Well,
I grew up calling it a remote though.
I grew up calling it a clicker.
But so it was one of those TVs where you had to go up to it and change it. That was in our kitchen. It got so bad though, when sometimes the TV would act up, we'd go up to the TV and bang it.
Oh, you know what I read today?
What?
It said sometimes people are like an old TV. You got to bang them to get them to get the picture.
Oh my gosh! Is that a meme? It's so true though.
Yeah, you do. You got to knock some sense into it. You know, I remember though.
I don't know if bang is the right word though.
So remember.
Because it could mean something else.
Do you know I invented the bug?
What bug?
The bug for TVs.
Oh, the like the number at the bottom.
Yeah.
You invented?
No,
it?
the bug like NBC.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, we had a black and white TV, and they gave you stickers in the Kellogg's box.
And you put it on
and
the
it was
corner?
a picture of the rooster. And so I put it on the corner of the TV, and there it sat, right? And no one said a word. And then one day, it sat there for like a few days, and one day my stepdad goes, how come that rooster's been on the TV set forever? So I technically invented the book.
Oh, you're so brilliant. Why does that rooster? So let's see. What did I miss? Okay, so wait, hold on.
So while you're looking for it, I'll tell you this. So we brought
and Betty Brown goes, you guys are broadcasters?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, OTA. We don't really say OTA.
Yeah, we don't use OTA in broadcast. Well, in our news station, we use OTS.
We say over the air.
But OTS also stood for a graphic that was over the shoulder. So, Gabriel says, hence my comment earlier about me being half convinced that this is a joke because of the mood. After you said that really was your last, I was more convinced. Betty, Veronica, what did you miss? Yeah, wait and replay the video.
Okay, I'm right this time. We're 4 away from 500.
Yes, we are. Yeah, oh my gosh, your math is mathing today. Gabriel says, I did still have in the back of my mind that on December 26, 2021, Stanley opened the show by saying, this is our last podcast ever, and then Diane interjected of 2021. Oh, so we pulled this before?
Well, dang, we're not even original.
We're not even original, man. We forgot that we even did that. Oh, man, yeah, we're not original. Oh, well.
Nothing is original anymore.
Funny part is like 3 years from now, we're gonna do it all over again.
No, we'll do it next year.
We're gonna think we're so cool and we're conniving.
Oh, we did it.
What?
500.
Oh my gosh.
500.
There you go. Okay,
so if you wonder why we're looking at it, our number counter shows us how many people have touched us at this moment, and we just reached the 500 mark. When we first started, we literally had 5 people.
Yeah.
And Gabriel.
Gabriel gets his own number.
You know, I have to admit something though. 500. So
500.
Oh, Chris just showed up.
Oh, Chris is here.
I know what he said to us. Says, have to go take care of yourself. Be safe for New Year. 12 and 14 are here. Yeah. So I remember that when we first started, we literally we're like one person. Remember we did the first time we did it? That was like Gabriel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was like Gabriel and Chris, and then what's his name? Producer Jace.
Yeah, Producer Jace. We had our regulars where we actually could name everyone.
People behaving badly forever. Peace out. What's up? Ooh.
Take care, Paul Dean Realist.
Yes. So we really enjoy doing this, and it's been like Gabriel said, it'll be 5 years next podcast.
Yeah, and Gabriel says, so when you try this on December 28, 2025, I won't fall for it.
I'll forget.
No, he won't forget though, but we will.
500 PPP for life. Holla.
Gabriel says I did not join until the 3rd Millennial Boom broadcast.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
But you still joined.
But you still joined. This is true.
Now we're at 504. Now we've really crossed the 500 mark.
So how many until 600?
5 more. So just so you guys know how popular this feed is, it's so popular that we have not been called by one agent asking us to do our own national show. That's how popular it is. But it's so popular though that people actually ask that they watch it so they can listen to Gabriel.
That's so funny. Yeah. So I have a friend, and shout out to Patty if she's watching. Huh? What? Oh. Shout out to Patty if she's watching, because she did mention that on Sunday. She knows that I get busy, because she was like, one of the things I know you do is you do your podcast, and she's like, that Gabriel always cracks me up.
Chris has been here since day one.
Day one, Chris. Day one. We should call him Day One Chris.
No, the first time I met Chris was he sent me Kit Kats.
Yeah,
From Hong Kong. And I thought that is so cool. And then there's Stefan who flew in to hand deliver me a Swiss Army knife.
That's cool.
From Switzerland.
That's cool.
It was actually made by a Swiss Army just for me.
That's cool.
Yes.
Gabriel says, thanks, Patty. So, Patty, if you're secretly watching or you're going to rewatch this another time, Gabriel.
Now, let's change. Now, we have to change gears. So, let's talk about this. So, if you guys know, I have an Instagram account. It's Instagram. You can find me there, Stanley Roberts. So, a video that I posted in 2020 went viral this year. But I guess when it went viral, it went 5 million views in a week. And it was a video of a fight in an airport, and I put Christmas music to it. And someone other took off. Well, I guess it triggered Instagram. Mm-hmm. Because now I'm getting videos that are being deemed from 4 years ago that they're saying violates their terms and service.
Dang, 4 years ago?
It's been up for 4 or 5 years. And now they're noticing that, oh, well, this video. And so every day I come on, there's a red dot, and I go to it and it says, this video does not meet our standards. And it's videos from it's been up there for 5 years.
Wow.
You know, not 21, not the 2021 video, but other ones have been up there for. It's like, and one of them was, remember the tsunami warning from way back in the day? The one where people were down at the beach and they were telling people to leave? They flagged that one as being inappropriate. So
why?
Don't ask me. I give up trying.
And this is Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. So they're bots. It's automated.
Yeah.
And it's literally because it became that 5 million views, it triggered something internally. So now the computers are going through all my videos and determining that they don't meet their requirements, even though it's nothing wrong with them. There's no nudity, there's no nothing. You finally fired her, good for you, sir. I don't know what they're talking about, but okay. So everything I post now is coming back as inappropriate, and there's nothing inappropriate about it.
That's
and you have to. So I'm as much as I don't want to do this, I'm really considering getting rid of social media. But that's how I communicate with you guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just weird that when you log in, all of a sudden it's like this, and this, and like one day I logged in with 3 videos from like 2021 that were flagged. And the funny thing is, the video of the fight, they flagged it and said it doesn't meet their standards. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And so and if you want to appeal, you can. So it's gotten so many views that every time someone shares it, I get flagged as being inappropriate and they can't use it because you can't show fights, you can't show alcohol. I mean, apparently you can show yourself half naked and that's fine.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you can breastfeed a baby on there, even if it's a fake baby. That's perfectly fine. But don't show a fight.
It's weird what they decide is bad and what's good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right. It's a slippery slope, and I love everyone equally. 3 Gil Rodriguez. We got a lot of people here today.
The Gil Rodriguez.
The Gil. What did I say? 3?
Yeah.
Oh. The Gil Rodriguez. So we're at 509. We appreciate that. This is outstanding. This is a good way to end the year.
Shutter Shook wrote, I just joined. Why is this the last stream?
Oh, it's not the last stream. It's the last stream for 2024.
Yes, the last stream for 2024.
You have to look for the dots. See, 3 dots means that there's more to that sentence.
Yes. That means it continues.
It continues. IG is ridiculous now. The bot mods are switching. Yeah, twitchy. Yeah, exactly. So, and even, so I have to give credit where credit is due though. So Facebook had a problem where people were posting videos, audio sounds, saying that it was royalty free, when in actuality it wasn't royalty free.
Oh yeah, I remember
so
that.
So I would say, oh, royalty free, I'll use this one because I don't want to, there's no reason to pay somebody for this, just put some music to it. And then it turns out, you can't show this because the money goes to someone else because it belongs to them.
Yeah.
So what they did was they corrected that now.
Oh, good.
It literally says that you can use this video and you won't be charged. There'll be no, you can monetize your video. And then it says this one, if you do this, you'll be shared. And then the other one says you cannot monetize it.
So it's weird. So why did they even bother if they didn't have the rights to that music?
Say it again?
I said, why did they even bother to offer it if they didn't have rights
because
to the
people
music?
were gaming the system. So Shutter, first of all, welcome to Millennial Bone. And I just saw your Sacramento video. How often do you go to Sacramento? I have family in Sacramento.
Which Sacramento video? The car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The car running the stop sign? You
Yeah.
okay? You want to just kill my water?
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you.
Really?
Didn't die. Yes. So I have family in Sacramento. And so we try to get out there when we can. I would tell you an experience I had in Sacramento once. When I had the Jag, I was driving in Sacramento, and all of a sudden I saw a unmarked get behind me. Now, the reason why I know it was unmarked, because if you look in your rearview mirror, I saw the dash cam, the police style dash cam in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter which way I turned, he turned.
Mm-hmm.
He kept following me. It's like he just followed me around Elk Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Unmarked, one guy. And I was like, why is he following me for? I didn't do anything. I didn't run a red light. I didn't do anything wrong. But for some reason, he decided that he wanted to follow me. And I didn't have any custom plates. There was nothing that says I'm who I am. It was just me driving around. Wow.
Have some waters, Beebs.
I did. Thank you.
Have some more.
Thank you. Great. Sorry about that. So, it's interesting what happens when you get out there. Yeah, your car is running the stop sign. I'm from Sacramento, so I've seen it a lot. Do you ever record people behaving badly? Videos in Sacramento. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I'm
Do you
having
need
a little
more
cough.
water, or are you okay?
I'm okay. I have not recorded in Sacramento properly. Well, I wasn't paid to go to Sacramento because it wasn't in the market where I lived at.
Yeah. So, like, he primarily shot in the Bay
I shot
Area.
from Santa Cruz to Napa.
Yeah. Because that's the news station he worked for before. That
the DMA.
Was that's
now,
the DMA.
The video would spread exponentially if you put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So no, I did not do anything personally in Sacramento that I can think of. But when I'm there, I have a car that has a front and a rear-facing dash cam, and I have my backup camera, which is really happy to record video if I remind it that it has to record video when something happens. Although when I use my backup camera, people always confuse me of recording while I'm driving. Now my backup camera is the Diane, the Diane 2.0, the 1984 version.
Wow.
And
dang, way to put me out there.
yeah, and so she is but she's the one who gets me in trouble because she'll record, and I will get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I record so good that they think, or so well that they think it's you recording while you're driving, and it's just me. It's just little old me. And someone was like, yeah, why don't you, someone on your Facebook was like, yeah, why don't you mind your own business? And I'm like, well, I'm recording because it's a free country. Just like the people that break the law can break the law. It's just that if they get caught, they get caught. If I'm recording from the passenger seat, that's not breaking the law.
You're not breaking the law.
No.
Now, interesting part is, so why do you not blur out the license plate like the police do? Well, because I'm not a government agency. I don't have to blur out your plate. I don't need to blur out your plate. And the way California works is people cannot track you by your plate. So it doesn't matter what your plate is. And your plate is in public view. So if anybody can see it, it doesn't have to be blurred. Agencies do it because they just feel like for them that's the right thing to do.
Is Diane 2.0 a boomer or millennial?
You are in actuality, a millennial.
I am in actuality a millennial.
And I am in actuality a boomer, real live flesh and bloomer.
But
I'm a late bloomer.
But we switch places though.
Am I a late boomer?
You are, yes, just like you are a baby. I was gonna say you're a baby boomer, but
I'm more of like
that's
close
the actual
I'm
generation.
close to the edge of Gen Z.
No.
Gen X.
Gen X.
Yeah,
and
I'm right there.
And I'm actually closer to I'm an elder millennial because I'm at the top of the millennials, like close to it, a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
On our final podcast of 2024.
I'm in actuality a Gen X. Yes. Chris Maverick is a Gen X.
Gen X.
At least you're not the solid generation.
William says Stanley is a Bloom X.
A Bloom X. Jonathan Bloom X.
Oh gosh. I know someone from the silent generation.
Who? You're back from the Pepsi generation?
My mom's friend. The silent generation, 1930 something, right? Yeah.
Are you from the Pepsi generation?
I am not from the Pepsi generation.
No, I'm not Gen X. I'm actually a boomer. I'm right there at the very edge, though.
Yeah,
I'm
you're the cusp.
Yeah, I'm the end of the edge, but it wasn't because, most of the people that are born that are boomers were because of war. Mine wasn't because of the war. I guarantee you that.
Dang, why you gotta say it like that for?
Because there's a whole lot more to it than the reason why I'm here.
But you know what? I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm real sorry about it. Here it goes.
Okay, go.
No. Anyway, so we're going to continue to do this. Now, if you like what we do, and a lot of you say you do, and I know you wouldn't be lying to us, because why would you say that if you didn't really mean it? We like you too. And we enjoy the fact that you are here with us because you could be anywhere. But we want you to do something that we only ask for you to do this one time. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Tell one person that log in next Sunday, and if the 527 people that brews through here watch what we do and they like it, then that means next time we should have 1,304 people.
Are you sure that's the right?
No.
Okay. We're at 527 right now.
Right.
That would be cool. Yeah. Spread the word, please. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So we want to see over 1,000 people next time. And we enjoy you. We really do. And Gabriel.
You're so bad. Yes, and you too, Gabriel.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you. He says, I am awesome. I am awesome sauce.
You are awesome.
Do you use the name People Behaving Badly or the Couple Behaving moving forward? Your recent videos do not have either name on them. So, here's how this works. I would have still been using People Behaving Badly, except my old station that I started with decided that there was a trademark the name under news and internet, so I couldn't use it again. So when I went to Arizona, we created called Misbehaving. So that was where the Bitmoji came from, Mr. Badly. And
oh yeah.
That's Mr. Badly.
Yep.
And if you look there online, let me go here. I haven't done this all day.
I have mine.
So,
I have mine too.
Mr. Badly, hologram stickers. You can get them online along with the coffee. If you click the boom, you go there.
Ooh, I want some coffee right now.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, but I love the taste of it.
You click the thing there, and there you get a sticker.
I should
It'll
get
have
a
a chip
sweatshirt with you right here.
You already have one.
No, I don't. Not a sweatshirt.
And
I
if
have
you
a
don't like
t-shirt.
that, then you always have you also have the coffee. That benefits the nonprofit.
So Gabriel says I should.
I want to finish answering the guy's questions.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
I do use it. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see it there some places. I use it when I am working on that particular project. So not everything I do is called misbehaving, but people tend to, how do I say this? People get caught on names.
Mm-hmm.
So case in point, when I was doing People Behaving Badly, people assumed that because I videotaped you, that by definition you were behaving badly.
Yeah.
And it's not true. Some people believe that if I was wearing the red, I was not working unless I was wearing the red.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Well,
he's not working. He don't have his jacket on.
His red, yeah, because he has this red plaid jacket that he used to always wear.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
Yes, I still have the jacket.
Where is it? Because it's not in that closet.
It's in the closet. I thought about putting it up for auction.
It's not in that closet.
I have it.
Oh,
I have it.
Dang.
Hello. I'm Stanley.
Your hands are cold, Beeb.
My heart is warm.
Okay. Well, my hands are warm, so is my heart cold?
Freezing. You're frozen. Your heart is frozen.
My heart's frozen. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, look. Now, is Kron too greedy for the contract or whatever? Is the reason why you have not joined back the team since returned back to the Bay Area if you want to have... So the problem with what happened with Kron was we left on... let's just say it was a bitter breakup. It was a bitter breakup. If you were to have a relationship, that would be one of the bitterest breakups ever. Because it just was. It was some things that took place that should have took place on both sides. Mm-hmm. I'm not afraid to admit that. And it is what it is. So, are they going to invite me back? I doubt it. But I never say, but you never know.
Yeah, but do you even want to go back?
No, but I do know that some TV stations around the country have been watching me Because when you log in on LinkedIn, it shows you where people have been looking at, and so different networks have been looking at what we do. What does that mean? I have no idea. So I have an agent. If she decides to tell me that somebody called me, I was offered a job in Cleveland. Not offered a job. I was asked if I want to work in Cleveland, but if I do the Cleveland job, it would have to have been the Behaving Badly franchise type style. But they wanted me to become a consumer reporter. I'm not a consumer reporter.
That is so not you.
That is so different from what I normally do. What do we say? The best is referencing Stanley Roberts, people behaving badly in traffic court and about it found guilty. Yes. So John can so many people, people don't know this. I didn't really talk about it a lot. A lot of people would go to court when they got caught behaving badly or caught misbehaving and bring the video with them to prove to them that they didn't do anything wrong.
Oh.
It happened.
What?
And the judge or whoever it was would look at them at the corner and be, wait, you want people behaving badly?
Then by definition, that means that you're guilty.
Because they knew that if I put you out there, that I had crossed my T's and dotted my I's.
Yeah.
I didn't just put you out there because I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the hardest job in the world, not shooting video, but dealing with the public. Now, I will tell you this, and I'll say this important. If you ever want to be famous, even slightly famous, even a minuscule of fame, people are going to come at you. People you don't know are going to draw conclusions about you that don't exist. David LaRose, this is not our final stream. We were just saying that for this year. For 2025.
So don't you fret.
Don't you fret.
We'll be back.
Unless aliens come here and suck our brains out. And
leave it to you to be extreme.
We should be here. Unless a giant earthquake sucks us into the ground and then we end up in China, we should still be here. If the moon falls out of the sky,
okay, what were you saying originally?
into the ocean and causes a giant tidal wave
oh my god,
that washes us all into oblivion,
okay,
we will still be here.
Okay, now what were you actually saying initially?
What was I saying before?
Yeah, I'm saying go back to that.
What was I saying?
You're talking about like the videos and being famous.
So if you one iota, people want to be famous all the time, and some people say I don't know what to be famous. You got to have a thick skin, because people will come at you that you've never met with conclusions they've drawn that they've never known you. I mean, if you read the stuff that I got in the mail sometimes, it would be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Some of the stuff that people send me in the mail. You know, only thing I didn't get in the mail was a turd in an envelope.
Did you get anthrax?
No, but I did cover anthrax. So, I got letters that were sent to me that were like cut out of newspaper articles. If you
the different letters.
If you do this again, I will kill you and your whole family.
Wow.
I'm like,
really?
Wait, what?
When was this?
At Corona.
Oh my god. You never told me about this.
I did tell you about it, but I didn't give you the details. They literally will write you letters. Now, women have it worse. Because with women, they will tell you, why'd you wear that outfit? You shouldn't be wearing that.
Oh, yeah, if you're on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe you wore that on TV. How'd they let you wear that on TV?
Yeah.
You know, women will deal with that. And women have it worse because people think they can talk to women any way they want to. And be very disrespectful to them. And so people say, well, don't read the mail. But if you don't read the mail, you'll never miss the ones that are really genuinely...
Because you get some nice ones, too.
You get nice ones. But the funniest one I ever got was, I got a big, thick envelope. One of those big ones. Mm-hmm. And I opened it up, and there was a bunch of pictures of Stanley Roberts.
The
NBA star.
Yeah. So that you can sign?
He says, Mr. Roberts, would you mind signing this for me? Because I'm a big fan of your work, and I love what you do. And it was all the basketball player. And so I had a picture of me that I signed and sent back to him. I still have a photo of it. And I took a picture of it first. I said, dude, wrong Stanley Roberts.
Did you send him back his photos?
I sent him back his photos. Now, I could have been a douche and signed them all.
Oh, yeah, that would
have ruined all the photos.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, then I ended up on, I don't know if links were blocked.
You would have ended up on what?
No, someone wrote, I don't know if the links were blocked. Wait a minute, what did he say here? Oh, he said, Wait, I remember this too. I think Gabriel wrote, "Why can't I stroll up? First day, new brain."
Which one are you trying to read?
This one from Gabriel.
But remember at 8:01.
Yeah, read it.
Remember at 8:01 a.m. PST on December 31st, 2024, you can call Chris in Hong Kong, where it will be 12:01 a.m. on January 1st, 2025, and see if the world still exists.
Yeah, I always said that. The world's going to end. The people who were a day ahead of us will know before us.
That's true.
Yeah. They're like, hey, let me call up Frank. Oh, yeah, the world's still here. Okay.
I think it's always funny when you're like, hey, let me call someone in Hong Kong and see if they know the lottery tickets.
Yeah. Remember Selena? She was famous.
Yeah.
And her
fan club
drove across the country to kill her.
Her biggest fan, yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. So imagine you got, fan club. You got people who love you. All you got is one who doesn't.
Yeah.
All you need is one who doesn't. Yeah, you're right. John Lennon was famous, was popular too. What's that, John Hinckley?
No, John Lennon.
No, who killed John Lennon?
Oh, I don't.
I forgot who it was. But
you can Google.
The way things are going, I think they're going to crucify me. You will be. Who was it?
Mark David Chapman.
Mark David Chapman. Okay. Hinckley was one who killed Ronald Reagan. Shot Ronald Reagan, right?
Ronald Reagan's still alive.
He got shot.
Yeah, okay. I was like, he was still alive.
So, if you want to be famous, then go for it. I recommend it. Knock yourself out. But
yeah, John Hinckley Jr.
But don't be surprised if it ain't what you think it is, because you're dealing with people. A good example of what it's like to be famous but not really famous. We just watched a movie called.
Oh, you mean the Irish Wish?
No.
Oh.
The one.
Oh, the one with Kerry Washington?
No.
Oh, which one?
The one with the TSA?
Oh, Carry On.
So, I recommend if you have Netflix, watch Carry On.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm trying to say is there's a scene in there where he's a TSA agent.
Mm-hmm.
And the people coming through a TSA agent are so out of pocket.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. So, imagine being pseudo-famous. And the funny part is when I was quote-unquote pseudo-famous, they didn't believe me. No, because it never happened when I had people with me. It only happened when I was by myself. It never would be any kind of fan. I couldn't prove it.
I think I believed you.
No, you didn't believe me.
Oh,
You was like, no, whatever. So, it's a different world from where you come from. When you become pseudo, slightly even, and even with Diane, she is famous in her own right because we were in Antioch. No. Vacaville.
No, I'm not famous.
Someone says to her, we stopped at a restaurant to grab something to eat.
Not famous.
And someone says to her, hey, are you the woman from TikTok?
Not famous.
And she says, well, no, I don't do TikTok like that. And I said, well, where'd you know her from? She goes, oh, the video on TikTok of the Disneyland trip. Imagine that.
Famous though.
Think about it. You went to a random place at a random point in time, stopped in a random restaurant with a bunch of random people, and somebody recognized you.
And someone recognized me from that TikTok. That was kind of weird.
That's weird.
Still not famous though.
That made you famous for a second.
Okay, but not famous.
You're famous to these guys.
Not famous.
Okay, well,
you're famous.
We have 555 running 5 away from 600.
My gosh, your math is not mathing again.
So contact Chris on 31st, ask him if the world is still okay, and post it online. You know what, Chris? What Chris and I would do is we will Zoom each other at that exact moment of time and say, you're in the new year and I'm in the old year. Anything changed? And he's like, nope. Or yes. He just won't believe this. But the aliens came down. They're about to suck my brains.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. We've been on here for about an hour and 22 minutes. We're going to wrap it up at 1 hour and 30. We're almost done.
So he thinks we're going to wrap it up in an hour and 30. He says that, and then we'll be here in about an hour and...
Yes, Bobcat, you're right. I'm infamous.
Bad cat.
See, I've been calling him Bobcat all day.
Bad Cat's Cat House.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So, what was I saying?
We're going to sign off in an hour and 30.
No, something after that. Whatever. Oh,
Hi,
yeah,
Terrence.
infamous.
Good evening, Terrence.
So,
You've been calling him Bobcat for years.
I think he changed it to Bad Cat. It was Bobcat
I
before.
think it's been Bad Cat for the duration of our podcast.
Oh, well. So, in another 26 minutes. Everybody got jokes.
Pretty much.
I'm not going to log off until we hit 500 to 600.
Oh, man, babe. All right, we'll be on for about another 3 hours then.
So if you want me to log off right away, contact all your friends and tell them to all log in. So Stanley, are you a free agent? So far, only Cleveland reached out to you. So far, as far as I know, Cleveland reached out, but that was when I was in Arizona. No one's reached out. But remember, the dynamics of what I did changed with the whole James Floyd thing. What was it? George Floyd. Thank you. So it became a world of anti-law enforcement. So nobody cared about the cops pulling people over and fighting them for, they tried to get rid of cops, ended up on a different channel. What?
Diane can do Stanley's laugh. Remember from last week?
Yeah. So it became a moment of where I don't want to go into this left or right or progressive or whatever, but it became anti-law enforcement. So everybody thought that all cops were bad. So, and the news agencies, they go with the flow. They'll always be the right flow. But if the flow says all cops are bad, then they don't want to they only want to go after the cops and not work with the cops. So you can't change mentality. It takes years. Once you change that mindset, it's hard to change it back. What?
I'm just reading the comments.
But the Phillies reached out, but the offer was too low. We too low. James Floyd. George Floyd. Sorry, I tend to do that.
Like I said, I love when you misspeak.
I remember we came back to visit California, San Francisco, during that whole event.
Yeah.
And the world had changed. It had literally changed. I came back in 2021 to do a piece about Gotham by the Bay, and I realized how much things had changed. To the point where it was really bad. And it was an experiment, as people say, that was a horrible experiment. He said, laugh out loud, James Floyd. Everybody still laugh out that. Well, I have a brother named James, so I have a reason why. So
I was trying to be like George.
George, up the jungle, French Jew, you and me.
Don't do it. Don't say the other thing.
Watch out for that tree.
No, not that.
Oh. His name is now James Floyd. Now, thank you. George Floyd. So the dynamics of the world we lived in had changed. I think it's rewriting itself, but by the time it rewrites itself, I'll be like 70, 80, 90.
Wait, don't say those things.
Thank you, Gears Games and Grub, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. I'm going to behave badly at Lions. Oh, we saw some Lions people
we
today.
did see some Lions fans at Target today.
And I wanted to be like, sorry for your loss. But then again, the way the 49ers are playing, I'm like, yeah, right. Remember the Lions used to be a bad team? Now they're doing good.
You know what I think of every time I see Lions? I think of loins.
Remember, number of people having a belief is irrelevant to whether the belief is true or not. It's called ad populum logical fallacy. So yeah, so here's where people behave badly started taking a bad turn. Perception is the new reality, as I always say. Mm-hmm. Perception was that people were saying that I was shaming people, which was nowhere near what I was doing. Shaming people would be like, how dare you do that? You're a terrible person. That's shaming someone. Mm-hmm. Why did you run the red light? And then you answer, it's not shaming someone. I thought we would get to these topics. you wouldn't get into these topics. What's she talking about?
Oh, the George Floyd? I think you think you're just mentioning that to show why it was hard for you to do stories with law enforcement because people became anti-law enforcement and your stories didn't take off.
Right, they didn't want me.
This is the point where he was already independent, not working for Cron anymore. So when you come back to do the stories with law enforcement, it didn't get wasn't as big because of what was happening with the defund the police movement and right?
Right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you for making it so eloquently. Very good. Thank you.
I was just trying to simplify if that was misunderstood. So
imagine the world we live in now, where well, actually, what I was going to say was, you can testify to this. Every time when I was doing those shows. Every time when it became that new mentality, every time there was an incident of a cop doing something considered to be wrong, whether we know the full facts or not, I got emails and text messages going, "How can you support cops knowing what's going on?"
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
So
I do remember that.
Yeah, and literally, it's like every time a cop did something wrong, it was like a monolith that they would ask me, "Why would I support law enforcement?" Knowing what happened in XYZ town. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know what happened, but they would ask me and tell me, why would I, how dare you?
Yeah.
So that's what we were up against. And that's what made it harder to start doing more stories.
Yeah.
Because it became more of a pariah than it was a service. And the whole purpose of People Behaving Badly wasn't to shame anyone. It was to educate you so that you don't get a ticket.
Yeah.
So you don't do something stupid.
So you could reiterate the rules of the road. Because if you think about it, we're supposed to know these things when we go and get our driver's license, right? But sometimes we may forget, or sometimes we choose to forget.
Sometimes we just don't care.
I mean, sometimes we don't care. I won't say we, because I'm not speaking for me. I care. But sometimes people forget, and sometimes they choose not to remember and don't care. So your point of doing People Behaving Badly was to educate the public, remind the public that these are the rules of the road, and if you don't follow them, these are the consequences.
Or if you do something stupid that wasn't related, like illegal dumping.
Yeah.
I told San Jose, if you don't start cleaning up this illegal dumping problem now, it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah.
No one ever cleaned it up. It got out of hand. Imagine being warned that this was going to be a problem.
Yeah. And not doing
anything about ignoring
it. Yeah.
Hey, there's a problem. I showed up. I'm showing you the problem. You should fix it. No. We're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man, how did we get like this? I don't know. Maybe if only somebody had warned you in advance. Imagine that.
Some people like to ignore the warnings, so.
And to some people, like you said, thank you, John. It was an educational show, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I never watched it myself. When I posted them, I never liked to watch my own self.
He should, though.
It's
good stuff.
I started watching them the other day for the first time. And I realized, holy crap, now I know why people like them.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They were, and it's funny, because they were funny. I know it wasn't, meant to be, a comedy or anything, but they were funny because sometimes these people that would get pulled over would have these reactions that, would shock you. Really? That's how you're going to respond to, getting a warning from, from an officer or getting told that, this is what you did? Some people's responses were kind of out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it became a situation where, and this is what I'm going to get to, is that they were making up a shame narrative. Oh, you're shaming people. And if you say something enough, people will believe it because people believe anything you tell them.
Yeah.
So I don't like your show because you shame people. You're a shamer.
Yeah.
I'm like, prove to me where I shamed someone.
Those are the kind of people that won't look at something for themselves and make a decision themselves.
Yeah.
That oh no, I watched it. I didn't see the shaming. Or if they decide not to even give it a chance, they'll just be like, oh yeah, he shames people. But what if they never seen the show? It's you don't even you need to come to that decision yourself.
So if you guys don't know, John is a traffic a motor cop, and he said that he saw the red light runners and 4th and Clara, and he went there to enforce it. So the important, and then also
there's a lot of hot spots. Yeah.
The sideshow people hated me because they literally said that whenever I did a story on the sideshows, that there would be an enforcement of law enforcement right after I did the show. But I didn't do it, and now it's out of control.
Yeah, I just really don't get the point of sideshows. Like, I really, like, truly don't get the point of sideshows. Yeah. I mean, hey, call me square or whatever. I don't get it.
So you're square, whatever.
Well, you do call me square quite a bit. I mean, I don't get it.
All right, guys. I know I said it'd be here until 1:30, so an hour and 30 minutes, not 1:30, because clearly that's a different time frame.
It's 1:33 now.
1:33
and 12.
But remember, we had 3 minutes before we started the show, so we're right where I said we were.
Okay, got it.
So on that note, this is our final stream
of 2024.
We hope to be back in 2025. But before we do, we have to check with Chris Maverick in Hong Kong.
And make sure that
the world is still here.
Everything's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't, But you would reference your segment and would reference your segment in court. Interesting. Well, thank you. See, so it's really cool when and San Mateo County, they literally would go to court with the videos, and the judge would cite it because, dude, you made the show. So
I'm so glad I never made your show.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't make it either.
Chris says, Diane, it's hip to be square. Thank you.
So, BC Stargazer, where exactly are you? Are you in the Bay Area? Because you're right here in the West Coast.
Yeah, and he said 8:33, so.
So he could be in California. He could be in LA.
He could be in Killicali.
Could be in Killicali. Up the
Or
alley.
he could be in Washington State.
Could be in Oregon.
Oregon.
Yes, he could be in
Oregon.
He could be in Tijuana.
He can be in some parts of Nevada.
Yes.
He can be in
Las Vegas.
Yep, he can be Las Vegas. Or he can be in some parts of... Yeah, that's it.
What's going to happen in 2025? We get shoes with powered laces like we should have 10 years ago. What I predict for 2025 is pretty simple. It's going to be chaotic.
Wow. I was going to say, I feel like in 2025, I'm hopeful that things will get better. And that...
British Columbia.
What? Oh, BC. Okay. British Columbia. Oh, he's in Canada. Oh, well, duh. BC.
Yes. And Crisco's could be in BC. Or it could be in Baja California.
No, I don't think. He said British Columbia already.
I'm just saying. BC could be...
Wait, no. He says, I'm in BC right now. Went to school at Caltech.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you know Lucy.
And well, it depends on the year.
No, Lucy. She's still there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Lucy at Caltech. Okay. I used to be at Caltech for the earthquakes in LA. And I'll tell you a funny story. There was an earthquake, and we were all sent there to cover it. And it was early in the morning. I'm up at the Caltech, and there's a photographer sleeping in his car. I walk behind his car.
Oh my God.
And I start going like this.
That's so bad.
I start rocking the car like there's an earthquake. Freaking panicked. I laughed so hard.
You are so bad.
I'm always
He
a prankster.
is such a prankster. He pranks me a lot, guys.
Yes.
And I still love him. Well, hold on, let me see. Let's see. Stanley is right, total chaos. Dang,
I'm
guys.
calling it.
All right, well, I'm still hopeful that it's going to be fine. That we're all going to live and that,
Well, I'll tell you this, and then this is remaining on.
Okay.
If aliens were to invade Earth,
they'll pass right by.
They would never have to make it past the satellites. Once they get rid of all the satellites, we're dead in the water anyway. We can't do jack. It would cause total destruction, total panic, total chaos, because the satellites would be out. We can't navigate on the ships. Trains can't. I know trains use GPS navigation. We couldn't be able to do our phones. I mean, it would be total chaos in the world.
Okay, well, I'm hopeful there will be no chaos. And even if there's just a little bit of chaos, I have faith that we will navigate through it.
Okay. Well, we have our go pack.
We do.
It's right there.
Ready.
We have a go bag.
We reds to go.
Yep. With enough ammo.
Okay, let's not talk about that.
To go hunting.
There you go.
All right.
All right,
guys. I'm Millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And we thank you for 2024 spending with us. Next year, next month, next Sunday will be according to Gabriel, will be our fifth anniversary.
And our first podcast of the year.
And our first podcast of the year. And have Have a good. Hey, everybody, be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Prepare for Stanley, but hope for Diane. That's true.
Who wrote that?
Betty Veronica. William says 2025 will be rough, big changes, but 2026 will be better, and 2027 even better. I do believe that there will be a lot of changes in 2025.
Ciao. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it will be good. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Ciao, John. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're joining for the first time, share,
Subscribe.
send donations.
Yes. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bad cat house.
Yep. And if you're on your phone, you know, you're not alone. If you're at home, you're not on the phone.
What?
Well, I just call it random stuff.
Okay. Anyways.
And that's what I said for we hang out.
You could be anywhere, but you chose to be with us, and we appreciate.
No, you had something really great last week.
You could be anywhere, but you chose to hang out with us. I don't know. Remember what I said?
You said this great line and you forgot it.
Oh, I don't know. You chose to be with us, like hang out with us, spend time with us, chime in with us. Yeah.
So you just made it up and now you don't remember what you made up.
No, I just was speaking from the heart. I sound good when I speak from the heart because I mean it.
All right, yeah,
that's what that is. I mean it. I'm gonna change it up every single time.
So Gabriel's in Florida.
Florida. Dang, it's like almost midnight there. Well, thanks for hanging tight with us.
What's the temperature in Florida right now? Stay safe and stay aware, people. Yeah, keep an eye on your 6 o'clock, which means you check make sure, you know,
front, back,
be aware of your
side
surroundings. Where, you know, just be aware.
And have a happy new year. Whatever you do with your celebrations, whatever your goals are, it's gonna be a good one. So let's just go into the new year with positive vibes.
32 degrees in Florida right now.
Ooh, that's nice. What is it here?
50.
51. All right. Well, it's 51 degrees here, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and I'm going to turn up the heat as soon as we sign off.
All right. So BC Stargazer, send me a link to your if you're on social media, Stanley Roberts on Twitter.
Stanley Roberts TV on Instagram.
Send me a link to your YouTube channel. I'd like to check it out.
There you go.
And don't be square. Have fun.
I'm square.
All right.
I'm still having fun.
Okay.
All right.
Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, yeah, we did watch
What?
Christmas Day.
Oh, we watched Die Hard on Christmas Day.
And she put a prank on her mom.
I did. He's teaching me to be a prankster now. Not good. Not good. All right.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night. We'll see you in the new year. We'll see you in 2025.
Remember, you are what you eat.
Remember, you are what you absorb.
So am I UV?
Yes. And the rest of the alphabet.
On that note.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W,
Now you're just delirious.
You didn't hang up yet.
No.
This is serious. We could make you delirious.
Good night,
We have
everyone.
a healthy fear of us. Bye.